Hey, what is up, you guys? What is up? What is up? What is up? Now, welcome to another episode. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh. Hello? Hello? Hey, kid. Hey, can you guys hear me? Oh, that is so weird. My sound just dropped out for a second. That was weird. Um, Strange. But yes, what is up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of End Keys Canacult. I am your host, Alchemist Ganjier, and today got quite the episode for you. We got one big focus for today. This a resurgence of this story of a court case that happened back in 2018 that is rearing its ugly head again. Lots of unsavory details going on in it. Also, we're going to be taking a look at a cannabis cultivar from somebody who was experiencing some headaches from their flower and wanted to get some more answers as to what was going on with that. So we linked up and I got a sample from them and we checked it out. We're going to go over what we found. Hey, what's up, Mary? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome. Yeah, we're also going to be checking out this. That's what I forgot. Actually, wait, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Is a Freya's Marmalade, grown by our boy Dewey, of Dewey's Cannabis, and this is a collab project by Jolly Pond Farm, I believe, and George Genetics. The Freya's Marmalade is a cross between Freya's Gift and Limetta Marmalade. So any of your Zelda fans out there, this is definitely one to check out just for the hype in the name. I mean, yes, it's that Freya. Pretty sure the Freya's Gift part is what I think really gives it away. But yes, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that that's what this is in here. Oh. I am fairly certain. Here, let's check. I think there's a slip in here. No. This is the Blue Wilson. Dang it. Hold up. I'm just hoping I don't have to go into the other room because I already sat down. Yo, hey, what's up, Daniel? How you doing? Yeah. Oh, dang it. It is. It's in the other. It's in the other room. That sucks. Okay. All right. BRB. Okay, yes, got that situated. Oh my gosh, amateur hour here. Jeez, what is that? I gotta fire my tech. That's me. Wait. But yes, Freya's Marmalade. Very nice cultivar. We're gonna check this. Yeah, we're gonna get into this one first before we get into the other cultivar that had some of those issues that we found, because we did find something. Unfortunately, usually when cannabis is causing headaches or other problems, there's something going on there that's usually the culprit, and in this case, we definitely found something. Here we'll set. Yes. Oh my gosh! Now this Freya's Marmalade has this really nice, creamy lime with this like really, really nice, kind of like a minty gas, like rolling with it. Very, very nice. Very nice aromas rocking on it. Let's see here. Let's get us a baby out. Yeah. Honestly, here let's bring it to us a proper close up. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, really nice density. And like very, very, very well dense plant. Here, let's see what we can get us on the close. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Oh, damn it. It is doing that thing again, isn't it? Alright, sorry about that, y'all. Okay. Yeah, alright, so yes, it looks like this camera has like a timeout on it or something that causes it to like deactivate, and so yes, we'll have to troubleshoot that another time. But in the meantime, here, let's bring it old school style. Let's look at that. Really, really nice look on that baby. Yeah, we can definitely get a close up on that. That's yeah, a lot of there's like indigos in this. Oh wow, okay. So you got some yeah, very nice. Alright, some alright, let's see, we'll get this nug. Yeah, let's get into there. Yeah, there we go. All right, so very, very nice look on it. And as we go and break this down, yeah, big fan of old school domination. And honestly, you know, there's some elements of this Freya's Marmalade. I wouldn't say like real strong old school, but like there's definitely some like remnants of like some kush going on in here right now. Like underneath the lime. You know, it's like a little. There's a little like a little bit of a hashy, like slight hazy, but honestly, there's just a lot of like just like chemo that's building as I start to break this down. Like a citrusy, varnishy, like a lacquer, like maybe some like that lemon pledge action, or maybe just like the regular pledge. Yeah, but yeah, let's move that out of the way and get the clutter down on this thing. Yeah, let's take a look at this piece right here. Looking. Oop. Yep. Well, so it's got a good stick on it, all things considered, you know. Yep. Now shake that loose. All right. Now we'll get this broken down, and then we'll take a look at what like a not so ideal sample can look like when it's like had some issues. Now this here we noticed like this like very like clean trichome presentation. There isn't like a lot of like weird, difficult to identify, and it doesn't look cobwebby, anything like that, which are like all nice signs. Looks like a well-kept forest, or maybe like a chrysalis. All right. Yes, now that chemo has exploded, the lime is really like jumping out here, and now there's also a very notable like that leather that I was talking earlier in the varnish part is really starting to like push through. This has a unique roll to it for sure. All right, well, start at least a little conservative on this. Get some flavor action. Now, what is everyone else toking on tonight? Yeah, this is Freya's Marmalade. Here, let's pull up the. Bam. Yeah. All right. So let's hit this and take a look. So they're called for. Where's my? All right, here we're gonna go ahead and torch it up. Yo, cheers, everybody. Woo. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. That is wonderfully smooth. Very chemo. Very earth on the breath. Like I feel like this would have a very like a nice like hybrid of effect. No, I can get down with that. Can definitely get down with that. Oh yes. You know, sour cross for you. I call it Sour Wood Mountain. Haha, very nice. So, okay, so yes. Now, I was hoping they would have use of this this microscope for looking at the mold samples, because they made it super easy for when I was like setting up the shot to make sure that it would work. So I am going to give it one more try to plug it in, hoping that it'll like give me something, and if not, then we'll just make it work with the loop, and like I'll make it work. Alright, so put it in camera mode, and I should be able to just like pop that on, and it gives me nothing. Oh, it gave it to me. Alright guys, looks like we're actually going to be able to see it, I think. or not. Yo, it says USB device not recognized. What? Maybe I've like overloaded the sources. I do have a lot of things plugged in like right now. And oh, lame. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess maybe it was like never really meant to do this type of stuff. So it's like, yeah, it's that's okay. That's okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Okay, so this cultivar that was given to me is a orange velvet underground, and discard those terms. And this cultivar, I once I got it, I went ahead and put it into a jar. That accommodated the bulk of the amount that I got, and like allowed it to like sit for like a half day to a day, just to allow it to acclimate into its environment, and that way whatever aromas that it has going on, you can have a chance to really build, for better or for worse. And after giving it that amount of time, I went and I checked and opened it, and upon opening it, I was very, very quickly hit with that, kind of like that powdery, slightly astringent, moldy, type smell. But it's like really, really, really subtle, because it also kind of reminded me of cat piss, or cheetah piss. So I was like, okay, that is definitely something to take note. But let's go ahead and take a closer look. And here we'll go ahead and bring back up the close-up cam as best we can. And so and taking a look through here, I believe it was it this one? Yeah, I can see it right here. And if you look at, after I split this open, you notice that there's a little dark region right there. And here I'm gonna bring in the focus the best I can right there. You'll notice that is botrytis. And if we bring the scope into play, you can get a better look at that. But you'll notice how it's way darker. It has kind of a brown, almost sickly appearance compared to the rest of the flower, and it was on the inside of the node. You might see some darker pistils in spots on the outside of the plant. Sometimes it's attributed to a whole variety of factors, but when it's on the inside of the plant and it's looking like that, that is a very, very good sign of botrytis. You can also notice that in here amongst it there is little teeny webbings. Yeah, you can see it. It's kind of hard to see on here. Like I said, the microscope would have shown it a little bit better. But there's there are spots like that, kind of all randomly interspersed all around. And those spots are going to create that's sites where mold is forming, mycelium development is occurring, and as it's breaking down the plant, it's producing mycotoxins that the body finds very caustic. It's not good for us, and as a result, our body tries its best to reject it. It can cause mycotoxins can cause headaches. It can cause nausea. It can cause long-term exposures, allergies to cannabis, all types of problems related down the line. It's one of those situations where if you find that you got botrytis or WPM, but both, regardless of the type of mold you have, at the end of the day, it's the mycotoxins to be worried about. When you find stuff like that, it's really important to just stop smoking it immediately. Take it to someone who's trained, such as myself, to get it confirmed. So you don't you don't throw away something just because maybe it was just a little dark or something, because there are other factors, just finding that dark spot by itself wouldn't, but wouldn't be of concern, except like finding then the other like webbing around it, and then in the manner of finding it, there are other spots where it's going to be like present. So like at that point you're looking at like remediation, and at that options can be limited as far as what you can do to remediate, because currently what a lot of fully legal states do to remediate like contaminated cannabis like that is that they will blast it, or like using like a butane or propane like hydrocarbon like extraction, and that, I mean, that's an effective way of like getting the product separated from its contaminants, but like solvent, that's considered solvent-based extraction, which is like not allowed in Virginia at the moment. Like aside from that, options are pretty limited, because if you're dealing with mycotoxins, you don't really want to eat them either, and there isn't really a safe temperature that you can like cook to destroy mycotoxins that won't also destroy the cannabinoids that you have. But at the same time, though, I would not give up hope. If you know somebody that that says they have a means of like remediating, I mean, it's not worth having the conversation with them. And if you like, and if you have any questions about like remediation type stuff with that, and you're like unsure, and you want like a second pair of like eyes or ears to like take in that information and make sure that someone's not trying to like sell you a lake in Arkansas, no, or whatever the saying is. Yeah, so now, kind of pausing with that, for the time being. Always like be mindful about like the cannabis you consume. Is as much as cannabis can help us, as many things that it can do, when it is contaminated, when it is like when it's dirty, it can cause like a lot of problems. Like even if because the person that provided me with the sample said that other people had smoked it and didn't have any problems, well, that could also be because they maybe haven't had as much exposure to that type of thing, so they're just not having a response to it yet. And this could be for that individual that like maybe they've been getting small amounts of this mycotoxin like over a while, like maybe because the way I found it, it isn't like whoa, it's like these little spots that came up, like it looks like either somebody like had it and then they controlled for it, or they had already been controlling for it, and this is just something that's slowly creeping into their dry maybe, or like it's happening during their harvest perhaps. And there's like the chain of custody, like when it comes to keeping like your end product contaminant free, like every single link counts. Like I've had like issues where I've where the problem was legitimately in the process of moving the plants from the finishing flower tent to the actual dry space. It was getting exposed to some stuff that was causing problems. We get something we gotta be very mindful about. Now, this Freya's Marmalade. Whoo boy, it's a very interesting hybrid for sure. Cause I have a nice vibe with it. I feel flowy, but like at the same time, like I feel like I don't know, like I feel like it's put on fogging blinders on stuff that's like not what we're talking about right here and now, and we haven't even gotten to the main story yet for this cast. But that's just like the way it's hitting. It's one of those things that for those who got ADHD out there will understand, where like you were doing one thing and then you went off and started doing something else and then got so absorbed in this something else you forgot totally about the first thing. I feel like this weed would just do that to like non-ADHD people. But then again, I have ADHD and I feel like that's what it just did to me. So maybe it's like it makes ADHD worse. Which, I mean, hey, like that could be cool if you're just trying to chill and like, I don't know. But fortunately, I have coping skills, and we are going to bring it back. Now, for this main story, like what I'm talking about, and I guess it's good that I got myself into kind of a chill space, because it's like the story we're covering today is the type that like gets my blood boiling a little bit, and I have to like I have to try to like work hard to be moderate about, because I feel like it's an affront. I feel like it is just a blatant, like unapologetic attack. Like, you know, like when you heard that somebody that you don't even know is like spreading just like crazy lies about you type stuff, you know, and you're just like, what? Like, hold up, like someone's about to get checked. That type of vibes, you know. Now, this recent coverage of a legal case involving Bryn Spetcher, or Spetcher, or there's like a J, maybe it's Spager, like Spetcher. This young woman, is tied to a really, tragic incident back in 2018. And what most of us saw on the headlines, if like those of you remember, like, you know, the pre-COVID days, is that they were screaming cannabis-induced psychosis. But, you know, of course, as we peel back the layers on this BS onion, it becomes very clear that this story isn't just about cannabis. It's about how the media and the legal system sometimes paint a picture that is very far from the whole truth. So, like, in this episode, like, and rather than covering a bunch of like stories, we're dissecting that narrative that's all too common here. And this, like, what recently kicked this up, okay, is the Ventura County Star. This publisher, I think they're like out of Chicago or near Chicago. They recently spotlighted Bryn Spetcher's sentencing for manslaughter. And like that, which, like I said, heavily focusing on cannabis psychosis as a pivotal element of the tragedy. But like, let's pause for a second and ask ourselves, though, what does this kind of narrative do? Right? Sensationalizing and stigmatizing cannabis, like, once again, linking it directly to violent behavior without like substantial or like even like in the what little that they do have credible like scientific backing. Why is cannabis like still being depicted as like a boogeyman, like invoking those like classic, like, and I mean quite literal, like reefer madness style like fears? And there have been multiple studies and expert analyses like that tell us that, like, while cannabis like can cause adverse reactions, in a very small percentage of users, right, we're like talking about like the hypermesis type stuff, you know, like talking about the like extreme sensitivity situations, right? The idea, though, of it triggering a violent psychosis at the scale suggested by some of these headlines, like, simply just is not supported by the broader scientific community. Now, for the sake of like my podcast, like, not getting any type of weird like restriction or a strike on it, I won't go into too much detail about what exactly Bryn was accused of, but it involved her doing something 108 times to a guy that she was dating for a few weeks, resulting in the guy no longer being present with us in this plane of existence. Really, really tragic. I would encourage everyone to go and like look up like the story and the details. I mean, we are going to be pointing out, like, I'm going to be like really focusing on like certain aspects of this whole thing that are really like pivotal, crucial to it to focus on, but the whole story is worth looking like a closer at, just to kind of take in what it was that they were trying to feed us back in 2018. Now, granted, Like 2018 is really not that long ago, but at the same time, it is a really long time ago in the cannabis space for how much research has been coming out since then. Like every single solitary week, there is at least 1 or 2 studies that I could cover, like, and usually do cover, involving like a new discovery, a new proof, a new something, like showing the benefits of cannabis. Like in 7 years, like the cannabis space scientifically has gone through an evolution that like that puts Pokemon to shame. Okay. Now, getting back to where we're at, right? It's really crucial to critique, not just this narrative, but also the way that they presented it. Terms like cannabis-induced psychosis are thrown around without any type of adequate explanation or context. And this isn't just about defending cannabis, okay? It's about demanding accuracy and fairness, like in media representation that for cannabis. Like, I know that like even just saying that out loud sounds like a wild thing to suggest in today's day and age. Like since like what media is biased, like it is not biased, right? Like in fact, it seems like the less the more unbiased they try to present themselves as, the more biased that they are, or like whatever. Regardless, since this sensationalism undermines the genuine experiences of millions of cannabis users who benefit from it without incident, and like this whole case, this trial, and even like with like the appeals he's trying to do, by focusing narrowly on cannabis, we risk ignoring broader societal and psychological factors that contribute to these types of tragic incidents. And simplifying complex issues diverts the attention from other underlying cases of mental health problems, environmental stressors, and other substances. There was very little talk into what type of toxicology report stuff was done outside of the cannabis, and also when it was done. And we all know cannabis is very unfairly targeted when it comes to drug testing, with how long it stays in the system versus other substances. How many people out there have managed to go their entire life without anyone knowing that they're addicted to a substance like cocaine? Because they just have never been drug tested and have always kept that stuff to themselves. I know there's somebody that knows, but most people aren't gonna know, you know? Now, we're as we try and unpack these themes here, we do gotta keep in mind that this is it it's not just about one case. It's about how every story we read that is shaping our understanding of cannabis, and all these people that have never consumed it yet, it's all just adding into this narrative that they're hearing, and whatever voice they hear the loudest the most, that's what they're going to end up going with when they haven't had a chance to actually come into contact, and when that voice is telling them no, it really creates this this twisted narrative of cannabis, creating and also if it's risks and benefits. Cottonmouth. There's a moderate cottonmouth with this Freya's Marmalade, although not terribly so. Not like that Atomic Smash Cake for sure. That Atomic Smash Cake. Oh, yeah, that puckered me up big time. But yeah, let's they try to give a bunch of easy answers. So, you know what? Why don't we question these easy answers? Oh wait, what'd you say, Roger? You said, have you seen how much alcohol sales are down in legal states? Money from industries losing money feeds all kinds of propaganda. Yup, abso-freaking-lutely, Roger. That's another big one. Absolutely, absolutely. Um, so okay, right. So the first thing we're gonna do, first thing we're gonna question, right, is this cannabis-induced psychosis, a term that is both controversial and I think really misunderstood. Uh, it's essential to unpack what the science actually says about this condition and how it's portrayed in the media versus its actual impact on individuals. Look up cannabis-induced psychosis. You are going to find a bunch of really old propaganda and stuff that doesn't really make sense and nothing that is very substantiated. And in fact, it is about as substantiated as those religious websites talking about all of the dangers of masturbation. Like not pornography of masturbation, right? But that's we're not going to get into that, right? But so yeah. There really isn't any. There is no clear definition on cannabis-induced psychosis. It's cannabis-induced psychosis, and what is described, that it talks about hallucinations and paranoia. It does not talk about violent behaviors. It does not talk about aggressive actions of any kind. They really stretched the absolute shit out of that limited definition to try to encapsulate what was going on here while not including other potentially valid things. But why is it that two experts, because that's what they had, two expert witnesses, as the court acknowledged, because that when someone's considered expert witness, that's just the court acknowledging. There's yes, I'm willing to say that you're an expert. That does not actually mean that you're an expert. It just means that the court in that moment is acknowledging you as an expert. And now granted, another court could challenge that, but still, let's clarify what experts in psychiatry and neurology have found. Research shows that while cannabis can trigger temporary psychotic symptoms, what we talked about, like paranoia or hallucinations, particularly in high doses or individuals predisposed to mental health disorders, the link to violent behaviors is tenuous at best. Studies in JAMA Psychiatry and The Lancet indicate that while high-potency cannabis possesses a potential risk, high potency, they said in their affidavit or whatever that they were smoking a bong, okay? They were smoking a bong. Transitioning from psychosis to violence is exceedingly rare and involves a multitude of other factors that they did not take into consideration. It's really important to note that the lack of consensus in the scientific community, with regards to this stuff that they tried to say was going on in court here. While cannabis can exacerbate symptoms in vulnerable individuals, which this individual was not identified as having any pre-existing mental health issues, directly linking it to violent behavior grossly oversimplifies the issue. A comprehensive review, for example, in the International Journal of Drug Policy, emphasizes the role of genetic predisposition, mental health history, and environmental factors, in these rare cases. So for her to have been considered for these rare situations, she would have had to check at least one of those other factors. She checked 0 of those factors. Okay, guys, the portrayal of a cannabis-induced psychosis as a straightforward cause of violence isn't just misleading, it's downright harmful and destructive to the cannabis movement. This is grossly destructive. I mean, this narrative, like, it stigmatizes responsible cannabis users and ignores millions who use it safely and medicinally. Guys, she was given like community service for extinguishing another life force. Because she blamed it on weed. Now, let's zoom in on a critical aspect of the trial. And that is, sorry, I'm trying to get to a point where I'm not just like yelling at you guys, because I feel myself getting frustrated, like especially about this part. And that is like the qualifications of the expert witnesses who testified about cannabis-induced psychosis. Jesus, the air quotes here, like I'm gonna end up spraining my fingers by the end of this episode, and the reason for all the air quotes really raises significant concerns about the expertise behind these pivotal testimonies. Okay, during the trial, the two individuals, it was Dr. Chris Mahandi and Dr. Daniel Buffington. They both testified about the defendant's mental state, attributing her actions to cannabis-induced psychosis. They're the ones that said, oh, this is clearly cannabis-induced psychosis, even though she does not meet any of the criteria for rare cases. Okay? However, right? However, neither of these doctors specializes in cannabis. Y'all remember my last episode where we talked about like how like the medical field does not prepare doctors adequately for dealing with cannabis because they do not learn about the endocannabinoid system in any kind of meaningful manner. Meaning that if they're not specialists in cannabis and this, they are not specialists. Dr. Mahandi is a forensic psychologist. Dr. Buffington is a clinical pharmacologist and toxicologist, right? Okay? Their backgrounds are respectable. I'm not saying they're not doctors. I'm not saying that they are not good at what they do. I'm just saying that this is not what they do. Neither of them have specialized knowledge that needed to make definitive claims about cannabis's role in inducing psychosis. This trial was a sham, y'all. It was a sham. I think I handled that well. I apologize if I was yelling more than I thought I was. Guys, the absence of a cannabis expert is very troubling. Right? Now, granted, right, 2018. Now, the reason why it's troubling is because now in 2025, when she is trying to appeal the rest of what very tiny sentence she got for the very heinous thing she did, right? They're trying to block the cannabis-induced psychosis as being examined at all, because they know that if we re-examine that part of it, it would get thrown out now, because they know that cannabis-induced psychosis is bullcrap. Like, she committed a very horrible crime and she knows what she did. Like, or there was something else going on, but it certainly wasn't cannabis. You know? Guys, like, this is being perpetrated right in front of our faces. Now, ideally, such testimony would come, like if this was going to be legit, like such testimony would come from a neurologist or psychiatrist with extensive research on cannabis's effects on the brain. Right? Without that expertise, like the trial's conclusions, they're just overgeneralizations, guys. I mean, like relying on professionals like this, like without specialized cannabis knowledge to testify about its effects can lead to all kinds of misinformation. That would be like asking a general practitioner to do brain surgery. And the nuanced understanding is just not there. Especially for that, like them to just be like, oh, this is so clear cut. Like, no. But all right, I'm gonna quit beating that. I'm gonna quit beating that dead horse. Like, I definitely would love to know your guys' thoughts on that for sure. Like, now, with these reflections, in fact, hold on. Actually, hold on. Before we go on to like move to the next topic, like, well, okay, like. We've really got to question how the legal system evaluates and accepts expert testimony in cases involving substances like cannabis. And because at this point, like, someone was just given expert status just because somebody more ignorant than they were said, "Yup, you're an expert." Like, what? There needs to be some type of body that determines that, like, just more than just like the judge in the moment. And maybe that's something that we're lacking. Maybe that's something they should take advantage of, because there is no federal like regulation on that. It's hard to determine like what a true unbiased expert is with cannabis. Like, is a lot of us like who are advocates for cannabis, we ironically get confused of trying to like oversell the benefits of cannabis and spread misinformation about the benefits of cannabis from the very people that have been lying through their goddamn teeth. I mean, but like that I mean, that like it leads us to question all of this, but also how the case is like handling how this case is handling is going to influence public opinion, like, and also legal precedent. Like, how damning is that going to be for like trying to get cannabis legalized when people can pull up a case and say, well, this person committed like the M word while like under like cannabis-induced psychosis. Like, we need to have this case thrown the fuck out, while not have this truculent individual try to get their charges reduced even further. Like, to try and make it seem like cannabis is such a monster that they are wholly unaccountable for all their actions. Like, this lady is traveling the country right now, demonizing cannabis, like that virgin that turned from a prostitute that traveled with the Apostle Paul and caused that celibacy wave to hit Europe. Like, it's like that, but like that's what they're trying to do. That's what she's trying to do, but like with cannabis, like the crap's wild. Like, even if she legitimately like had like went into some type of psychosis, there is no way that it's from cannabis, and she needs to fess up to whatever it was she was really doing. Like admit that she was doing meth, admit that she was doing crack, like actually take down the real monster in this. But like, you seriously gonna go after weed like that? Like, she needs more testing done, like physiologically, to say like, oh yes, here's a thing that shows that she physiologically like has like this thing that causes her to go into a psychosis, not just her word, like, and no toxicology report. Like, no, that's bullcrap. I cannot believe that something like that would allow to stand as any type of legal precedent. It's just wild to me. I mean, yeah, it's time for another bowl. Yeah, it's time for another bowl. Yeah, I would appreciate a 420. Yeah, let's see a 420 in the chat. Yeah, what's going on? Some more of this Freya's Marmalade. Anyway, I gotta say, I like the way it's hidden. I feel like it's keeping me tapered, because a lot of times when I'm talking about this, like, I get real worked up. Like, I don't know, maybe I am worked up and I just can't tell. In which case, yeah, I don't know. Oh boy, worked up enough that I forgot to do the bone cam, the bubbler cam. That's right though, man. That hit really, really nice. Wow, that was really, really nice. Wow. There was way more fruit. The gas was a little bit more diminished, but it's just like, yeah, it's like this piney, fruity, like minty, very nice, very, very, very nice. Yeah. Cannabis, you help bring me peace. I can't believe anyone would try to like f with or take away cannabis. Like, I feel like if not for cannabis, the United States would have been torn apart during COVID. Because alcohol sure as shit wasn't gonna help anything. You know? Well, yeah, maybe a little bit, Rob. You're good, bud. You'll be able to roll back on it. Hey, I would say hit the notification bell, like on my cast to get the notifications, or better yet, go over to my YouTube, and hit the notification bell on there. Yeah. Yeah, let's okay, now that I've brought that little bit of zen in, and I stand on that, by the way, what I said about like cannabis and COVID. If not for cannabis, the United States would have fallen during COVID. Like hell, like we still might be like cruising towards it, like, but I feel like cannabis is pretty much the only thing that saved our country. Like if we didn't have weed, like there would have been a lot less chill people. There'd have been a lot less chill people. Like the United States owes cannabis, like it's a debt of gratitude, not this backhanded compliment got like jackasses like the DEA head trying to like say all this bull crap. Guys, like the legal system and the media's handling of all of this stuff and cases like Bryn Spetcher's, like particularly when cannabis is involved, like it crafts narratives around this case that reveal a broader issue of bias and sensationalism, like against cannabis. Like we are working against like a machine that has been in operation for many years. Like Reefer Madness was the beginning of it. This is like the T1000. Okay, it's just like the Idiocracy version of the T1000. So like whatever that looks like. Now, in the high-profile cases involving substances like cannabis, there's this tendency to like emphasize the most sensational aspects of it. Like this was like so evident in how they were all like cannabis-induced psychosis, like as this huge focal point, despite the contentious scientific backing and lack of specialized expertise like among the key witnesses. Like this emphasis, it really diverts attention from like a lot of other critical aspects, such as I've been hammering, the environmental and psychological factors. And then like the frickin' media and amplifying these narratives, focusing on like the dramatic claims that like of the cannabis psychosis, like God, like I never want to say those words again after this stream. And yeah, like it captures attention because like it captured my attention as soon as I saw that. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to click on this and see what ridiculous thing they're trying to spew out now. But it just perpetuates fear and misunderstanding. It's ignorant as hell. And the impacts on public opinion and policymaking are absolutely like detrimental. I have absolutely no doubt someone's going to try and reference this at some point at an important step, like barrier for cannabis, and it's going to be standing there like a little mini boss that like should never have been there in the first place. These sensationalized narratives and are creating this like uninformed public where exaggerated fears about cannabis overshadow its actual risks and benefits. Because like I'm not saying that cannabis is perfect. Cannabis has issues. We just identified one in this episode, like with botrytis, and like we have enough problems to focus on. But like having all this other bullcrap is going to lead, like it could very well lead to much stricter laws based on misperceptions and stigmatize cannabis users. Like when we're already like just barely coming out of the shadows, like as individuals who should have never been persecuted in the first place. I mean, we really have to look at the bigger picture. That's I feel like what needs to be appreciated here, right? Like Bryn Spetcher's case, impact cannabis legalization and societal stigma. Bryn's been on multiple shows, like the Dr. Phil show, attended multiple public speaking events, where like she disparages cannabis and like uses it as a scapegoat for all of her actions. I repeat that. I'm not gonna keep beating that one again, but like we really have to like remember that is like what's happening there. Cannabis is being scapegoated. And then like with the bias in reporting and legal treatment, like the influence it's going to have on legislation and the stricter laws, like no, it's not. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm like talking circular on this, but like what we need to do, okay, to make sure that responsible users and progress in cannabis research and acceptance isn't hindered, right? We whenever there's sensationalized headlines like this, you got to question it. Like, share them. Like, please share it to me. Tag me. Like don't just shake your head and move on. Like, bro, to the at Enki's Canonical or send it to my DMs or whatever, and I'll cover it and dig into it and show the flaws in it to create the talking points that we need for when people try to bring this bull crap up. Remember, those two key expert witnesses did not have any actual knowledge on cannabis. They knew a bunch of stuff about a bunch of other stuff, but they did not know about cannabis. I'm not gonna bring in a chess master to help me fix my pond issue. And I'm not gonna bring in a lab tech to help me with my cow. What? You got to match the skills up to to the situation. Match the knowledge up to the situation. Also, we need to we need to make sure we're engaging with policymakers to promote legislation that is based on evidence and not on stigma. So if anyone tries to reference this stuff or whatever, we need to challenge them to bring evidence to it, because right now what they're trying to establish is a precedent. They're trying so that they can go back later on when they're accusing other people of cannabis psychosis and shooting people in the streets. They're going to be like, oh, that case back there with Bren. That is proof that cannabis psychosis is real. When I'm saying right now that is bullshit. Bullshit. And also, like I said, we got to educate each other. If you don't like to be the one that's sharing the shit on your platform, or you don't sharing a whole bunch of stuff that'll have people arguing with you, share it with me, tag me. I will share it. I will explore it. I will make it a talking point on the podcast. We can do this. And we do our parts to try and get the accurate information out there. Also give me a follow. And also other people that are when you see someone that's sharing good information on campus, make sure you follow them, do your own research. Someone says something that that sounds foreign to you, or or new, or doesn't sound right, or just doesn't sound familiar. See what you can do to learn a little bit more about it, a little bit every day, or maybe like I said, share it with me, and I can help disseminate that information. We gotta keep working together, guys. Every conversation, every article shared, and every question raised, chips away at these bullcrap, outdated stereotypes surrounding cannabis. This 2018 trial, if it came out in 2012, I would be a lot more scared. Right now, I'm just frustrated and upset that they would try some bullcrap like that. But that's okay though, because we have so much evidence supporting how bullcrap that is. We just have to keep pushing that and also keep challenging that. She should she can when she want to go ahead and tell her story and talk about how bullcrap it is, but she also needs to be sitting across from people who are going to be willing to question that. and ask for more information, ask for more scientific backing. Like, she needs to be going to doctors and getting actual like evidence that shows that there's something different with her physiologically that causes her to go into a cannabis psychosis, not just her claiming it. And also like, oh, like, I'll never like go near it or touch again. Like, no one's asking her to smoke weed. But at the same time, they do need to figure out what's up with her. And if they can prove that there's something different with her body physiologically without her having to consume cannabis, like, to prove that there's something up, then okay, then we got something there. But we are not just going to go off her word. And by the way, all this going around disparaging cannabis is a part of her community service agreement. Like, get out of here. You know? Like, nah, this thing is so stacked, it's crazy. Like, it's absolutely crazy. It's despicable. I mean, really. Now, we do that. Like, we work together, and we're gonna have like we're gonna do a really good job ensuring that like our laws and our societal norms actually reflect the realities of cannabis, not like the bull crap myths or anything like that. Okay? Like psychosis. That, like, what do you guys think? You know? Yeah, that's wild to me. Now, let's see. That more or less does it for this episode. There is it's kind of funny. After I came across this article, I had a whole nother like thing and segment planned for the podcast, involving a mystery box that I got kind of by accident, like a double mystery. So for my birthday, my girl, she got me a mystery box, but I guess she didn't realize that she accidentally signed up for the subscription. So I got one box, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And it was like the Christmas box with like the little like the gingerbread cookie thing. It's like sitting back there. It won't stand up. Like it's Cannabis, they're cool. Like the piece is nice, it's kitschy. If you're somebody who just likes getting new pieces and likes the novelty of a new piece, it's great. But like the bowl hits funny. Like it glows in the dark. It looks cool, but like I will probably only break it out at Christmas time, just because it was also a pain in the ass to clean. But like I have no idea what's in this other box, because like I mean, what's the theme for January? So I was debating on whether or not I was going to like open it this tonight on the live stream, like after like covering this topic, depending on how much time we got left. We're like about an hour. I think we're doing pretty good. Because I was also thinking I might just like do it as a video and just like post a video, you know. But actually, now that I think about it, though, like I mean, this is also kind of a video. I could just like take a segment of this. Do y'all want to see? Y'all want to see what I got in this mystery box here? Yeah. Right. So what's in it? Kind of excited. Also kind of nervous. I don't know what you guys think. Should I open it now, or should I like do it as like a separate video? 'Cause it would, like, I feel like, yeah. Because I feel like I want to use, like, if there's a piece in here, I'm going to want to use it right away. And I'm already a little baked. There's definitely a piece in there. Yeah. Right. Yeah, tips it, open it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Bet. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we'll do that, and I'll just like I'll have the last hit. The last hit I do be out of this piece. All right. Where's shit. Yeah. I just wanted Tim to say something. Yeah. I'm gonna use some papers. Oh no, the tape cut the papers. Oh, but the papers also cut the tape. So tape does beat paper, but paper beats tape. This is so stupid. Okay. All right. Check this. All right. So we got. All right. Okay. So we got a shirt. Here. I'm gonna set this. I'm gonna knock my piece over. Yeah. So what's a shirt? Oh, it says Le Fleur. Le Fleur. Yeah, I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's alright. That's what's up. Yeah, and I like the color. I like the color. I don't have a whole lot in that color, but I got this hoodie that I really like in that. Oh, okay. So we also got let's see. We got a few other things in here. It looks like there's a. It's smoke in the wind. Man, and it's been so windy around here. So the smoke in the wind, it's based on the old Sailor's Cup trick. We created this innovative pop-up adjustable length windscreen for your smoke. Just put your roll through the hole and pop adjust the length. Have fun innovating. Fun innovations like this elevate our whole community. I'm bad at reading. So yeah, let's see. There's this thing here. It's okay. It's just like a little like pop cup. It's got a hole in it, and you put your joint in there. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Like I bet that would work. I bet that would work. I'm definitely gonna try this. Like at the next thing, I want to try and So like I want to try and make more like video content, like of like some of these like cool sessions and stuff that we do out in the community here in Southwest Virginia, just cause one to kind of like show people like just some of the cool stuff going on. Like there's like the Blue Ridge Hydro like cannabis cup like over the weekend, that this would have been like really clutch in. Which is kind of funny because I got this last week, but I wanted to save it for the podcast. So that's kind of funny. Kind of like you see, on like YouTube and stuff, bring more, I guess, like good attention to like the awesome stuff we got going on around here, and maybe even to like get like ideas going for cannabis community like events and whatnot. If people like see more cannabis community going on, just like I guess like stimulate the community, stimulate the grassroots. But yes, moving on. So we also got a pack of zigzags. They're the orange zigzags. I forget what makes. Oops, damn. Forget what makes the different ones. Cigarette paper doubles the smoker's pleasure. Definitely give that a try. And there's our piece. Couple of stickers, like a. Oh, okay, the La Fleur sticker. Okay, that's kind of cool. And a little Cannabis sticker, and it says, all the way on the bottom here. That might have been better on the top. This month's theme is weed. Okay. I get with all the French stuff, the La Fleur, whatnot. All right, so let's see what the piece is. Oh, they gave it away a little bit on the bag, but I won't cheat you guys out of the reveal. Okay. All right, y'all ready? Bro, hold up. It's wrapped in plastic. It looks like it's a bubbler, though. Dude, it's a bubbler! Yo, okay. Honestly, almost like, yeah, all is forgiven on the last month's like piece. With this month's, yes. God, this is like, they really did not want this to break. This is like wrapped up like a motherfucker. Okay, hold up. Bro. Yeah, this is looking pretty dope. Okay, hold up. Let's not. It looks like it's the tower. The Eiffel Tower. I think. There we go. Okay, so there's a bowl here. You gotta be careful with that. Oh, this is, oh. Whoa. Oh, buddy. Look at that. Yo, a little treat for everybody who stuck around for this part. Yeah, a little Cannabis like a logo on here, but it's a little bubbler. It looks like it's got a, yeah, like a straight connect to the bottom. The down stem goes straight to the bottom and kind of like, looks like it doesn't flare out at all. Just got a couple of holes in it. Let's see. Oops, what am I doing? Yo, okay. Yeah, and it looks like it's kind of like soda bottle designed with like the mouth on there. Yo, okay. This is very dope. And so it's a 10 millimeter. It's a 10 millimeter. With oh, look at that little baby bowl. Look at this thing. I gotta like see my comparison. Like like believe it or not, they're like right next to each other. Wait, hold on. Actually, maybe that's better. Like, little baby. Yeah, I feel like this would be a situation like one where I would probably want to maybe have this be my my little dab rig and hook up like a 45 bucket onto it maybe. I don't know if that would make it too like front heavy to tip over. It's got a really wide base on it though. Here, check this out. All right, yeah. Pop. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's got a pretty wide like, oh, but okay, even though it's got a pretty wide base, pressing straight down on it does still cause like a bit of a tip. If this thing had like an extended like banger on it, it probably would tip forward. So I don't know. So this may end up just staying as like a flower piece, but we're definitely going to use it for the Freya's Marmalade right now though. We're definitely doing that. So we're going to go ahead and grind us up some Freya's Marmalade to do this last hit. Don't worry, I have not forgotten about the water situation. I'm just thinking about if there was a way I could handle it without leaving the room. Because I have coconut water and I don't want to use my pee. All right. Hang on. I could have sworn I had. Oh, I do have water in here. Yeah. I got the water. Some water that I was getting ready to pH. It's just not a. It's just not like filtered or nothing. All right. So maybe we'll use that. All right. Let's see. Oh, we gonna figure this shit out. Okay. So, we got this thing. Let's go ahead and fill. I have no idea how much we should put in here. But it's so wide on the bottom, I feel like I'm going to be wrong no matter what. No, we haven't gotten there yet. Alright, we're almost there, Alright, is that as good as we're gonna get? We could probably get maybe a little bit more in there. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that feels right. Yeah. So I guess I filled it up right to like the bottom line of the first rung of the tower or whatever it's called. Okay, all right. So yeah, we'll do that. All right, let's get this. Freya's Marmalade. Now watch as we don't get cannabis-induced psychosis off of these super fat bowls. Oh, you know what? Actually, you can fit a good amount in there despite the size of that bowl. Yeah, probably not in my favor, but let's go. All right, here, let's get this right, y'all. Yeah, let's bring you in. Yeah, that's what we want. You guys want to see that tower, don't you? Yeah, you do. Okay, guys. Yeah, cheers, everybody. Guys, that is very, very nice. Hold on, let's bring that in. I would say that hit like the tits. Yeah, that was, oh my gosh, wow. That like Freya's Marmalade was a great pair up in that piece. The way it hits is absolutely fantastic. I got like no water splash up at all. I mean, I'll have to look at the playback on that, but I imagine like I could see some of that milking come up the side. I imagine that tower, like that Eiffel Tower, looked fire. And gosh, like it hits, like it hits very thoroughly. It has a very enjoyable to hit piece. Like, wow, I did not expect it to hit that amazingly. Like, who knew that design, that tower design would also make an amazing bubbler. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is I think an appropriate way to end like this critique of this very, very clear propaganda, is to remember that we are free, and that sometimes we need to get a little French. So much love to you guys. I appreciate you chilling with me today. I hope you have a fantastic week ahead of you. Remember that you are awesome, and like you're gonna kick ass at whatever you set your mind to this week. Yeah, even if you set your mind to kicking your own ass, which is why you also got to show yourself love every day. Take care of yourself, and make time for yourself, guys. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Enki's Cannacult. Also, I want to want you guys shoot me a DM about what type of stuff you guys want to see me cover on the podcast moving forward. I'm going to be making some changes to like my format, and I'm going to be bringing back in more like short form content, like stuff that's more like a few minutes, bringing more of my cannabis reviews into like those as well. So like over time, like some of the cannabis reviews I've done in the live stream, I'm going to just kind of like bring clips over as separate videos, but I'm also going to start producing more like standalone like videos of me reviewing like cultivars, including certain like really special standout cultivars that like you come across, like such as the Atomic Smash Cake that Rob Dewey grew, that is going to be getting entered into the Ganjier like database, like an absolute like beautiful example, and one that like is definitely going to be like worth getting that like good attention. It's like really nice work. But yes, once again, guys, this is Enki's Cannacult. I am Alchemist Ganjier, and hope you guys have a great night. Peace.
Let's go.